Guys, this is Eric the Hysteric, and welcome back to Stories the Path of Destinies. Now let's dive back in, and God, my hair does not want to stay for me. Woo! Alright, we're going with it. Work with me, hair!
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas.
Excuse me?
It was time to choose.
We're back at square one again, guys.
Was in trouble.
Got
Ravens
killed
were standing
again.
for the secret
Not doing a
rebel
very good
race.
job staying alive in this game.
They needed a game changer.
You needed a game
Pieces of the
changer.
Sky Ripper
I'm
had
the one who
surfaced.
keeps dying.
Or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost
Jeez
gods could
Louise.
defeat the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen
All right.
out of empty desert.
Well, we're not gonna go
The
save my
Emperor had
buddy,
brought the
because
Sky
every
Ripper
time I save my
pieces up
buddy,
out
he
of
stabs me in the
ancient
back. I
burial
saved the
by his obscene
princess every
rituals.
time she...
Could this
Yeah,
be
things
where
just
the
go
Iblis
horribly,
stone was
horribly
hidden?
wrong.
Someone better get it before he does, thought Renato. And also, his old friend Lupino needed rescue.
Screw you, bunny.
Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend
Yeah,
to the Ravens?
yeah, I can. Because I already did that one. That bit me. I'm gonna build a
Every
freaking super
child
ship.
knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light? This Emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was
Lovely.
conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it.
Yeah. I'd use the weapon and smite the frog and have frog legs for lunch. I'm pretty hungry right now. I probably wouldn't even care. Just eat, gobble it all up. Now we wait for the loading time. Do frog mode, so I'm doing it. Rabbit. Wait for the frog. Be the frog. That must be the hero. Oh well. Go with whatever floats my boat.
As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lupino still waiting to be rescued?
Champagne with the Ravens,
He
really?
was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne?
No, no.
Did
You
rabbits?
tell me. You're the story guy.
Renato felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out.
Lovely.
The Sky Ripper was a long
Did I
shot.
make the super sword yet?
He'd have to devote himself
Oh,
to
we have
no
the-
side journeys, no rescuing old friends.
It is the void
That was against his nature.
Cheers!
Could he stick with it?
Ooh, purple. Cool gems or anything? 2. Treasure Hunter level 2, attack speed. Breaker. Screw that, I'm keeping Shield Breaker. That thing's awesome. Oh. Big door. Yeah, that looks cool.
Well, the eyes have had it.
Yeah. Hey, I haven't had it until I say so. I'm gonna kick their butts. Ooh, void thing. Open the void door! Stab at thee! Just a shortcut. So, that was epic. Eh. No, no healing for you. Ow, ow. Pinball wizard.
Ravens didn't
Yeehaw.
smell any better dead, Renato thought. That had been his mistake before. Trusting his old friend Lupino, who'd been
Yeah.
through so many battles with him and shared so many heartaches, who he'd rescued so many times. What was up with that guy anyway?
You're telling me. What's that? truth behind the Skyripper shrouded in a thick fog. The most believable tale is that the Transcendent Emperor had used the Skyripper to banish Ilibis. Then the TE buried the weapon and vanished. Was it a self-imposed exile to rid the world of its last divine presence? Or was it the price to pay using such a tremendous power? Could the Skyripper and Ilibis have a deeper connection than just a weapon that earns victims? Oh lord, that's a big scroll. My ritual will summon the Ilibis stone. Perhaps I will worry that they will also cause the Skyripper to resurface. If that is the case, I should spare no resource to find it. A weapon that can banish a god is an invulnerable bargaining chip should the old ones decide to double-cross me. It is in their nature to try, but the gods are predictable. I can rely on that to always be one step ahead of me. Emperor blah blah blah. I can't read. Secret journey. Journal? When the hell do you leave a secret journal like that sitting around? Okay, let's go down this hole. Okay, we're gonna use the right sword. Open the door! Yay!
Had that door been opened before?
No, it has not. Never opened anything in here. Stayed away from everything. Did I open the door before? Have I gone here before? Whoa. A shite. That frickin' hurt me. Hurt. Yeesh. Yeah, doubles.
These things could really use a hand.
Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I did this before. I don't remember this before. Woo! Hey. Oh, I sliced him in half. That hand is smart. I've done this before or not? I don't even know.
Ah, a puzzle. Renato loved puzzles. Except when he couldn't figure them out.
Oh, really? You love puzzles.
On the other hand, if there was a puzzle, it was probably meant to keep people away from something good.
Activate the puzzle. Ah! I solved the
See?
puzzle.
That wasn't so hard.
Let's see where we going. Aha! Treasure! Like a pirate already. Why is that there? Maybe there's another way to get to this? Weird. Alrighty. Let's go down the... Ooh, skill. I want a skill! Get me! Ooh, what's that? Kick and throw distances are increased. Ronaldo freezes time for everyone but Ronaldo when countering attack at the last few seconds. This is maximum sword. Stamina. Click damage. Heck no, I'm gonna slow time down even more. Time Master. Woo! Pretty!
There it was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams
pretty.
are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it?
Sacrifice my friend? No, I didn't.
He didn't
He's
need to
screwed
hurry
me
to
over
face her.
hard.
She would find him.
Point.
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices.
Sorry,
and he would
buddy.
need more before the end. He would have to choose
Stabbed me in
the
the back
greatest
last time. I
good,
kinda
no
got
matter how
upset
much it
over it.
cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that.
Let's hope she doesn't
The
stab me
power
this
was
time.
in the core.
Who knows? You have
Obviously,
power to become
He
everything.
had to get the core.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, don't.
Doubt
Wow.
sunk in before he
Ooh,
was even
pretty
out of
area again.
sight of the Farfarer. Why had he chosen the Sky Ripper? It was the sort of path he'd always avoided. The path of responsibility,
Well,
of seriousness. Had he grown up? He didn't feel grown up. He'd made this decision from his gut, like he always did.
and I know what I know.
Somehow, he'd impulsively decided to stop being impulsive. Did that make any sense?
Every time I pick the other choice, I get slice slopped. Not a happy-go-lucky thing. I guess I gotta jump on her. Bonsai! Where I'm going, this area is big.
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
So does that mean you're just his gas?
Okay, let's make this quick. I'm on my break in literally 2 minutes.
Did the narrator just say he's going on break in 2 minutes? My narrator just took a break. Every day your narrator just says I quit.
There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest. The mice and rabbits.
Ow.
Where had they gone? And he was getting hungry, too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
A little hungry? Didn't hurt anybody, just need a big sandwich. All good. Hey. Chop chop. We'll find that core and actually get some good news for once in my life. Woo, found it already. Whoa, grab that was quick.
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there.
Uh-oh.
This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature.
Yeah?
The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away.
That's good.
Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better. He carried his prize back to the Farfarer.
Okay.
Now, he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle.
That's true.
Maybe he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
Yep. Now which one to choose? Ah, screw it. One I've never done.
Reynardo had never been much of a student. At Swordfu School, he'd never read the books, just looked at the pictures.
Oh, brother.
And Zenobia. But weapons he understood. His gut told him that the Sky Ripper would work great. He would use it to take out the Imperial outpost. And what's the worst that could happen? The thing wouldn't work, and then he'd take it to the
Good
scientists.
observation, I guess.
Right? Exactly.
If everything actually goes well, which in my last few episodes, nothing's gone well at all. It's all like a horrible, horrible mistake. If any of you guys have played this, let me know. Did you guys end up in the same horrible predicaments? Or does it actually give you a better predicaments than what I've gotten? Because I've had some horrible luck. Like, my luck hasn't been good at all. Ah, crap, I'm here again. Wasn't that what I wanted to do?
As he set out down the path, Reynardo wondered why the parts of the Sky River had only surfaced now, thousands of years after the Transcendent Emperor had discarded it. This Emperor, Isengrim III, had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Perhaps that was bringing up lost artifacts. How perfect, then, that the Sky Ripper would reappear to be his destruction.
Wheel was my destiny?
Boom!
That way, I guess? Maybe? Happier times? Saying? Different journey? Honestly, every time I do this, it ends up in misery, death, and, well, I know the one guy screws you, so if I have a better path to get out of this, and not let everybody die a horrible, horrible, icky, icky death, I'm up for it. Better see happy times than death all alone. Now, okay, so the sword does healing. I've probably read that before I told me. Splash! Hey, little weird floaty thing, you mind doing something? Is she attacking, maybe helping? Safe? Might feel a little safer. A little bit more better about my choices. Yeah. Whatever, I'll figure out when I get there.
He was tired of slaughtering ravens. Maybe it was time to test out the new weapon.
Yeah.
He turned a knob on the Sky Ripper. It made strange mechanical noises. The
Don't
wheels spun
explode.
faster. It began to hum.
The Sky Ripper was following his every step. At least it acknowledged him as the master. But there was no trigger. How was he supposed to fire it? Fire, he said.
You can always hope that works.
Well, maybe it just needed to warm up. After all, it hadn't been fired in thousands of years.
Good thought, good thought. Had been a very, very long... Ooh, I want a touchy. Oh well. Oh, it fired! Oh. That thing's annihilating the hell out of him. Sweet! I am definitely liking this weapon. Go, Sky Ripper.
The Sky Ripper was making a whining noise now, and its wheels were spinning so fast he could no longer see them.
That's never a good
Reynardo
thing.
had a thought.
Please? He asked.
The Sky Ripper began to glow. Boom! The outpost burst into flame. Ravens flapped out screaming, wings on fire.
Nice.
The base was his.
A
The
plus.
fast speaker toad came hopping out. Reynardo! It croaked, sounding like a toad version of Zenobia.
Don't use the Sky Ripper. It will destroy the world.
Yeah, sure it will, cracked Reynardo. Pull the other one.
If you don't trust me, go see Calaveras.
That sounded sensible. Why did she always have to sound sensible all the time? Oh, it was infuriating.
Of course she would say that. He was supposed to hurry and bring the Sky Ripper to the council so the rebels could actually win the war. But what if she was right? Damn it.
Alright, guys, well, I'm going to end this episode here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!